Hey guys, it's Felicia, aka Miss Hot Mess in her randomness. So let's say hi to the infamous Rev. This is Rev Run. Um, he is a spoiled brat. He decided he wanted to kind of join in the video, and I was just probably gonna be right in the middle of it, so I apologize. Even though I just was like, hey, look at him. So this video is pretty much talking about a post I just did on Facebook, and let's see if I can get the exact post up if I can I should have had all this prep beforehand, which I didn't. And by the way, I decided to take my glasses off because I realized just now that there's a horrible glare going on at the same time. So basically, let's see if my page will load up quick enough. My real Facebook page. Actually, I only have really one Facebook page. Like my real one. Look at him. He's all like, I love you, mommy. He's such a spoiled little guy. And he's so adorable. Okay, come on, load up. So what's funny is, if you've been a friend of mine for quite a while, I have this running joke that says that I pretty much work for the CIA. So if you spell my name properly, it is Felicia. Last three letters, CIA. So I have this lovely running joke, like it's like a dad joke. Basically, I find it funny. A lot of other people don't find it necessarily funny, but that doesn't matter. I find it funny. So basically being like, I work for the CIA because, yeah. And it really also stems back to the fact that usually I can find random shit out about people, not even like trying that hard. Like, it's basically, there's a lot of public information that's out there about people, and people just don't realize how much information is just out there. So basically, I happened to stumble across once again some more information. In this case, it was something new about someone different. Like, I have a friend or a old acquaintance. I was friends with him for years, and then basically, not exactly sure why. I mean, hey, if anybody knows why I'm not friends with this person anymore, please enlighten me, because how am I supposed to change and fix things if I don't know what the fuck I did wrong? Okay, again, sorry for the disclaimer on the language, but so once upon a time, because again, some of you guys know that I'm in recovery and everything like that. There was a Christmas a few years ago that basically my friend had said that he was going to be on the commitment with us, and he wasn't answering his phone. And like, I asked a couple people, hey, do you know where he lives? Like, exactly, like, 'cause I had an idea where he lived, I didn't know the exact area. And through the lovely my research or my resources, I ended up discovering where his parents lived. And I was on the way to go pick him up and everything like that. And by the time he actually woke up and got the phone call, so it's basically like, where's this fine line of of being an inquirer and a stalker? And that's actually something that ties to this Facebook post I just put up on. And it goes, so I think I just cemented the idea I really should work for the CIA, and I tagged Central Intelligence Agency. Put red flags up, like, hey, look at me. And all that good stuff. I literally did that. And I go, less than 3 minutes, I stumble to discover a whole new development. I swear, I'm on a very thin line of inquirer and stalker, because it really is that really thin line. Like, it gets questionable. And I hashtag, just saying, hashtag your information is everywhere, hashtag I discover hidden truths. So yeah, like, I just found something out. And like, the funny thing too is that in regards to what I found out, some people are like, oh my God, like, I've realized 90% of the people out there, if not larger amounts of people, we have a past. Like, if you take the present person you are today and you look at the past of your life, like everything that happened 3 seconds earlier and beyond that to the day you were born, you have a past of some sort. Some are a little bit more like shadier than others. Some are a little bit more murky and stuff like that. Like, again, like I talked about it before, like, I'm in recovery. I got arrested on 4 felony charges. Don't sell to an undercover cop. That's kind of like the first like thing. Like, but also, like, maybe just don't do anything legal. My life could have gone in a completely different turn. But things happen for the reasons why they were meant to be. And me getting arrested on 4 felony charges is actually what got me sober. And I'm really, really grateful for that. My life has not been perfect in the last nine and a half years. Actually, over 10 now, because October 14th was 10 years ago that I was arrested on those charges and kicked out of college. But it was the best thing to ever happen to me. Like I wouldn't get sober until about nine months later or so, and it all happened. It all happened for a reason at the exact time that it happened, and I'm really, really grateful for that. Because, like I said, my life isn't perfect in any way, shape, or form today. I have a lot of challenges and hurdles, just like so many other people do. But imagine if I was still doing the things that I used to be doing, where I would be at. Like prior to getting arrested, I never was able to hold a residence longer than like a few months or even a job. So basically, like, I'm just really, really grateful for what has happened to me. Again, I'm not rolling in millions of dollars. I don't have my own house. I like my credit score is just getting all right. So like I have my own past and like we each have a past. The question is, how honest are you going to be about your past? Or are you going to like fabricate truths or withhold information? Like one of the things is I'm very TMI to the point that like sometimes I'm just way too much. I'm very honest, I'm very blunt, I'm very like open. Because guess what? I'd rather you judge me watching this video being like, you know what, I don't like her. She's a fucking bitch. She's a like CUNT. Blah 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 whatever. First off, like you're not gonna like me, I kind of, because I still have that character defect on like wanting to know what the hell I did for you not to like me. Was it a justified situation or was it an unjustified situation? And meaning by that is, like, did I actually do something to deserve you to be upset at me or mad at me? Or was it just a misunderstanding, like basically your perception on something versus my perception on something? Like we could be at the same exact event, we could have seen the same exact thing, but like your perception and my perception could be totally different. And the guy who was across the street could have seen the whole thing happen too, and his perception is completely not like any of ours. So like it's all in that like grand scheme. If you step back and look at the situation, what was really the problem? Because I know to this day still I have a shit ton of character defects. Like I am currently considered by someone an immoral and evil person because if someone does something to my fucking family, I want vengeance. Not saying I'm going to directly cause the vengeance, and vengeance can come in the form of karma, meaning that like the judicial system, basically like God, like and like for me, my God is not per se going to like kill you to like make me happy. And sadly, there have been times I've been so sick in the head that I'm like, I wish this person was dead. But deep down inside, I didn't. I was just freaking very furious and stuff. But so basically, like just meaning like get like to have the person get what they deserve, and but like there's been times that someone's done something to a loved one of mine, and I was like, I fucking wish X, Y, and Z. And there was something recently that I like literally was like, I want to literally take a knife to the guy's like the person's fucking neck on each side and just slice them, and basically cut their throat and let them die. Now me wanting that and physically doing it, two different things. I'm allowed to hate someone for a couple minutes. I'm allowed to wish something, but me actually taking the next step and planning that is a whole different situation. So like if I had said like, oh, I'm going to do X, Y, and Z, I'm going to go pay someone, like all those things, like if I was to do that, like that is where I would be an evil and an immoral person. But me just wanting, sorry about background noise. If I just like am very frustrated on a situation and that's what I feel at the current time, I'm allowed to feel my emotions even if they're ridiculously like evil. But it doesn't make me an evil person. It just makes me human with actually emotions and empathy and because here's the big thing. I truly am starting to realize that I actually care more about people than I really ever thought I did. At 9.5 years sober, like I truly thought I had a black heart for a really, really long time, like a very cold black heart. Like I didn't care about anything, like including myself. In like the last couple years, I have realized I care more about other people sometimes more than myself. But then at the same time, like don't fuck with my family and my loved ones. They are my thing. And dude, I'm starting to tear up and everything like that. But So yeah, it's kind of like fucked up that I basically, like, someone insinuated that I was evil because of that, or I was immoral, because there's the big difference of where that line is drawn about actually carrying through. So I started off on one conversation piece, and this just went totally somewhere else. So again, Miss Hot Mess and her randomness totally started off at freaking point A and ended up, I think, on point D. So with that, I'm going to shut up, everybody, and maybe I'll actually get some of my videos uploaded because I've been slacking on them hard. So have a good night, everybody. Bye.